Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Seal Clubbing Tier 10 Tank Destroyer, the Object 268 version 4. This is a really good vehicle for specifically fighting players that don't understand how to penetrate it. If you're fighting a good player like myself, it's pretty easy to tear this vehicle apart. If this thing turns 1 or even 2 degrees to the right or the left, the superstructure becomes an easy penetration. The hatch is weak. If you're running calibrated shells, you can pen the lower plate. It's not the most mobile vehicle. I mean, by all means, the 268 version 4 is not an incredibly hard vehicle to deal with unless you don't know how to deal with it. Thankfully, for the majority of games you play in Tier 10, the majority of players don't understand how to deal with this vehicle. I cannot tell you how many times I play Tier 10, I'm playing a decently armored vehicle, and then an opponent just snaps a shell, and it instantly hits me in the weak spot and pens. We've all had that happen. You all know the moments when you're just trying to chill, enjoy your life, and somebody snapshots you like across the map in a spot that should never have hit, but it does. And that's why I really like the 268 version 4, because this is a vehicle that, as long as you're keeping your armor at least frontally based, really the only spots a snapshot's going to pen you is maybe the hatch if it hits directly on the center port, which allows this tank to be very, very solid against players that try to get away with snapshots. The other thing that is nice about the 268 version 4 is the alpha, sitting at 690, I think it is. It's really, really beefy alpha, and it's enough to send your opponents back to the garage if they're not paying attention. We've got the Sheridan, who I'm guessing spotted our Type 71. Oh, wait a second. That Sheridan appears to be... Oh, come on, Sheridan. Go over the hill. Come on. Come on. No, you cringe human. Oh, well. Oh, we also spotted the ST1, and, well, I was hoping we could hit that Sheridan, but unfortunately, it looks like we are not going to be able to do that. Well, we got the ST1 off to the side, and I might be able to get a shell into his tank. It looked kind of like he was going to go this way. Oh, boy. But the STB1 shoots me. All right, well, you want to shoot me? I'll shoot you! Ha-ha! Yeah, it's not so fun now, is it, you stinker? Obviously, being a tank destroyer means that you can get to the side of this vehicle and penetrate it quite easily. We got the side of the IS-4 right here. Fire! Oof! There you go. That is what I'm talking about. A 700 and it looked like 70 damage roll from the 268 version 4. And as long as we keep our frontal armor once again towards our opponents, we should be okay, at least to getting bounces. But I guess we'll find out. The only vehicle that I am currently worried about spotting me is the enemy Sheridan. That's the only vehicle I think that can spot me, to be completely honest. I'm gonna knock down this tree, that way I can sit right in the tree, and if anybody decides to cross this over here, I can just tap them. So I guess we'll find out. The ST1's still chilling there. I just don't know where the IS-4, the Conway, the Waffle, or the TVP is, and all of those tanks I just listed are very deadly. And for example, there's an enemy Waffle, who we were able to get a pretty nice slap into. He bounces me for a 600 slap, and this is once again where the 268 version 4 does very well. We're just going to give this guy a little love tap, making him a one-shot, and, well, I guess we didn't even need to shoot him, as my teammate finished him off. Okay, well, we got the ST1 off to the side. This is going to be a fairly easy slap. Thank you. And the ST1 fires AP, which allows me to get a very easy bounce. As you can see, this is where the 268 version 4 is incredibly easy to do well in. Players that don't understand the armor, as I said, just don't know how to pen you. I mean, this ST1 is just, I don't actually know what he's doing, to be completely honest, but he's not even shooting premium, and there's no way you're ever going to pen this tank if you're not shooting premium ammunition. So, we get a nice slap into the enemy ST1, and with that, this is becoming a fairly easy victory. We've got 5 more seconds left before we get another shell ready, and in 3, a 2, a 1, a bonk. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A 707 damage slap, and that guy just about scraped his chinny chin hair on me and did an additional like 30 damage from the ram. So not too bad at all. This first battle we were able to deal 4,200 damage and block about 1,860. Now to be fair, we didn't really block all too much. I probably could have done better if I was in a vehicle like an Object 263 or something that had more mobility and pretty good armor as it is. We didn't really rely on the armor this battle. I don't think that ST1 would have really done all too much anyways to a lot of vehicles I could have driven. So I won't say this was the most spectacular game to showcase the strengths of the Object 268 version 4, but I guess we didn't show any of the weaknesses either. Now, I should point out that this tank has a fair few of weaknesses, like the fact that its rear is high explosive penable by any 130mm plus cannon, the fact that this tank is very slow, and even though it features a really chunky alpha, it does not feature a lot of DPM, penetration, or really anything that you'd want for a tank destroyer when it comes to its gun. So it can be tricky to do well in the V4, all jokes aside. It's a great tank, but I can tell you a handful of games where you'll lose just because a single medium or light tank will be able to stop you. And it might not even, you know, get to your side. It's just the fact that you can't allow it to get to your side. So you'll just be stuck at a standstill with this medium or light the entire game rather than doing anything actually important. Now, we already know the Batchat's probably going to tunnel me just from the words coming out of his mouth, but it looks like the Batchat's not going to cross, which is good news for me. We got the 140 crossing, and yeah, the 121 just got slappered. The only bad news is that it appears I have nobody over on the river as support. I mean, our mediums are just dead already. Wow, okay, well that's bad. There really is no good out of this situation so far. We got a 140 and a 121 that look like they are just bodying my mediums. Yep, there goes a patent already. And the Leopard is also screwed. Yay! Not really sure what to do about this, but I'm just going to chill back here. Let's reload. Maybe I can get a shell into this 140 turret. Yes! Oh, thank you. Thank you, V4 gun. I appreciate it. Alright, you know what? You know what? Even though we're not doing amazing on medium side, and when I mean not amazing, I mean this is going pretty poor, we were able to at least connect a very nasty shell. Oh! Oh my! I cannot believe we're hitting these. Wow. Okay. Once again, luck. There's no real skill when it comes to hitting that kind of shot. That is just luck. We got the Batchat off to the side. Ah, and we hit that too. Okay. Well, I mean, the gun hasn't let me down yet. My team has. My team is definitely letting me down this battle. I've got to be honest. But there's not much I can really do about that, is there? All right. Well, let's see. We got a K91 on my side who... What a bad battle this was. Holy. It's very rare to get an absolutely atrocious team, but this was definitely one of them. Alright, let's aim it on the K91. There you go. Easy shell into his lower plate. I mean, I know we're going to lose this, so I might as well just farm the living daylights out of the K91 while I can. So let's reload again. We got a little bit longer on my reload, and turning fire. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 872 slap there. And with that, yeah, unfortunately, this is a big loss of Rooney. We got a couple more seconds left on our reload. Keep on reloading, and okay, not too bad. But yeah, this was a very sad battle. A very sad and lame game, to be completely honest. I'm just going to keep on backing up. And let's go over here. Nice. Okay. The only way I think I can farm a little bit more is if I specifically get onto, like, the boat or something like that, where I can, you know, hit the enemy with a little bit of damage. So we got the Batchat. There you go. Batchat gets slapped, and he does end up penning me once, but the Batchat has put himself in a pretty compromised position here. Okay, the Conway just cuts right through me. Well, that's a bit unfortunate, but I'm just going to keep on backing up. And let's see what I can do. I cannot believe that Batchat hit that. That is cringe. Very cringe. Either way, unfortunate, but this is kind of how it is sometimes when playing the Object 268 version 4. It's a good vehicle, but as you can see, you need a team. And this is always the same problem with tank destroyers. You need a team. I mean, if I was in a medium tank, if I was in a heavy, I could have made a bigger impact because I would have been in the front line. The problem with this tank is I may have done 5,285 damage. I may have blocked 1,600, but it didn't change the course of the game one bit when you have a Patton and just about everybody else on your team doing, yeah, Unfortunate. But either way, this is the Object 26A version 4. It's a really solid tank, and it can get out some really good games. I won't call it the most overpowered tank out there, but I won't call it the worst tank either. It is definitely a very strong vehicle if played correctly, as you can see in these two battles. I think it's a fun vehicle. Would I suggest to buy it? It's really down to your playstyle. I mean, overall, the Badger is just a better tank. It's got really good armor, better gun depression, better DPM. It's got really solid mobility, better traverse speed. So, overall, I just say get the Badger, but it's down to what you like. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.